It's personal between me and you, and I'm going to do you some serious harm, you big stiff idiot.
The Untouchable True School Sports Empire proudly presents something the boxing game's missing. Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT. I came here to talk some boxing with the thousands of True School Sports subscribers. All right, so I feel like I've been saying this every single video, and I'll be saying it a lot more, but 2024 is really shaping up to be the year of the featherweight in boxing, because we just had a really great fight this past weekend in South Florida where Rafael Espinoza, he rose from relative obscurity after being professional 10 years in Mexico, hadn't really fought any big names, comes and fights Robeisy Ramirez as a 6-1 underdog and rips the belt off of him. He's your new WBO champion, right, in the featherweight division. Now, with that being said, Venado Lopez and his team, they've already started to mention the name Rafael Espinoza, their countryman, for a potential, unification fight. So with that being said, here's what Venado Lopez's manager, Hector Fernandez, had to say about a potential Venado Lopez versus Rafael Espinoza unification fight. He stated the following, and I quote, "Robeisy was more focused on Venado than our fellow countryman Espinoza. We still want to unify. Let's hope that we can make it happen. Congrats to Espinoza. Mexico has another world champion." So there you have it. So they know what they want to do. Obviously, Venado should take the example of what he saw from Robeisy and not overlook what's in front of him. He's got to take on, a very tough fighter from Japan and Rhea Abbey, really good southpaw. That'll be March 2nd on ESPN. On the Odebek Komatov Raymond Ford card as well, So should be a really fun night of boxing in the featherweight division on that night. And I will be there in Venado, New York when it does happen. Don't you worry about that. But Venado Lopez versus Rafael Espinoza is a really interesting fight because obviously they're both Mexican. It's an all Mexican fight. But I think Espinoza 6'1". He's huge for the weight class. But Espinoza showed in that fight, and he showed in the other fights, if you watch tape on him, with him being at that size, he's got an elite gas tank, has a very active jab, and at times he can even use his feet to, angle off and pivot around you while he's pushing you back to, to create new punching angles. So he's a very, very difficult challenge, I feel, for anybody in the featherweight division. And as far as Venado, I don't know if Venado has the footwork of a guy like Espinoza. I think Espinoza might have the better angles and the footwork than a Venado Lopez. But it'd be a hell of a fight because we know Venado's a bit of a gunslinger. We know Venado loves to throw those clubbing overhand rights and things like that. And when you're fighting a guy that tall at the weight, those are the kind of punches that you need to land. So, look, Espinoza and Robeisy Ramirez, I do believe there might have been a rematch clause in the contract. He may have to fight Robeisy again, and he may have to prove that the first fight wasn't a fluke, and he may have to actually go ahead and defend that belt against Robeisy in a rematch. We'll see how it shakes out, but I think Robeisy versus Venado Lopez is not Robeisy. Venado Lopez versus Espinoza is one of the really intriguing potential matchups in the featherweight division. One of the many intriguing potential matchups in the featherweight division for 2024, just because of the fact that you got two Mexicans, two fighters that had to go on the road to win the world title. Venado had to go on the road to take it from, I believe it was Josh Warrington. Espinoza had to come to South Florida, where there was mostly, I would say it was like a 80%, 90% to 10% Cuban crowd in favor of Robeisy. And under those circumstances, he was able to perform and win and become Mexico's latest world champion. So, yeah, that's the news, man. I don't want to draw this one out too long, but Venado's team already has their sights set on who they want next, and that is a potential unification fight, all-Mexican unification fight with Rafael Espinoza for the WBO title as well as the IBF. So y'all can make of that what you will. Who would you favor and why? I'm not gonna lie to you, man. I might go with Espinoza on that one, just because I like his gas tank a bit. I mean, Venado has a good gas tank, but I think Espinoza's gas tank might be a bit better. That fight would come down to just how tight could Espinoza's defense be, and could he work those angles a bit more like he was when he was pushing Robeisy back. I think those are the kind of things he need to do to defeat a guy like Venado and become a unified champion. But I wouldn't write him. I mean, listen, he probably going as the underdog in that fight too, just because Venado's a more known name. But I think I might lean towards Espinoza in that one. But y'all can let me know who you would lean towards if they fight. That's the news. Venado's team is already looking at Espinoza for the All-Mexican Unification fight. Leave your comments down below. Make sure you guys take the time to subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend. And like I say in every single one of these videos, you can love me or you can hate me. But I'm just a kid from Dania. So until next time, take care, guys. Thank you for watching another video on the untouchable True School Sports Empire. For more great boxing content just like this video, click right here and make sure you subscribe. Much love from sunny South Florida.